What if your monitoring system called you before any incident whatsoever happened in your environment? You know, not after the alert has fired, not after user have tweeted that your system is trash. Before that, that is AI Ops, and in 2026, it is finally working, at least for you. So, in this video today, what I'm gonna do is that we'll walk through what AI Ops actually is, beyond the marketing and the fluff, the problem it solves, the four key capabilities of AI Ops in 2026, and the tools that matter for this in 2026, and what AI Ops still cannot do, the limitations of AI Ops essentially. I'm Dara, I'm a DevOps engineer and a creator. So let's cut through that hype. The first question we gotta ask ourselves is, what exactly is AI Ops? It's simply AI and IT and operations. It's simply machine learning applied to logs, metrics, traces, events, and topology. And the goal of it is simple: detect what humans miss or what they are liable to miss, and predict what is about to fail in your system. And essentially, which is actually most important for most engineers that get on call, is reduce noise. And it gets to the root cause of problems faster. And this is not new, to be honest, because the term has been around since around 2017. But for many years, it overpromised what it would deliver. But in 2026, the tools for it are actually real. The models work and the vendors actually deliver on what they promised. So, what problem does AI Ops solve for you? If you're on call, you know this. Your pager duty goes off at 2 a.m. Your better stack alerts goes off at 2 a.m. Whatever monitoring tool that gets you on call goes off at 2 a.m. Disk usage is at 85% on the server. You get up, you check, disk is fine, a backup job runs successfully. There's literally nothing for you to do. The next alert, a CPU spike at 90%. Nightly bad jobs expected. You go back to bed. But at 3 a.m., a real incident happened. A database connection pool was exhausted. You missed that early signal simply because you were buried in 47 other alerts. And I'm going to confess to you right here, it has happened to me. It is still happening to me. This is what we call in our world alert fatigue. Thousands of signals, few of them matter. Engineers spend nights chasing the noise where the real incidents actually get missed. AI Ops, its job is simple: attack this problem directly. Filter the noise, group related alerts, and surface what actually matters, and then of course predict failures before they fire alerts to you. So let's get to the four core capabilities of AI Ops. The first one is anomaly detection. What is unusual right now? The old way is you look at the static thresholds, CPU limits, and all that to trigger the alert, no context whatsoever. The AI Ops way says that learn what normal looks like for each metric, by hour, by day, by season. Alert only when that behavior deviates from the baseline it has learned. And this is why this matters. The traffic on Monday at 10 a.m. is different from Sunday at 3 a.m. Static thresholds will get both wrong because the traffic is actually different. There are different kind of users and load on the system at that time. Some services will slowly drift. The anomaly is the rate of change of that. New patterns will get learned over weeks. You don't need to manually tune your alerting system to match it. So anomaly detection is one of the core capabilities. The other one is RCAs, root cause analysis. The old way is 50 alerts fire, you follow each as single every one of them. That is stressful. The real cause is at the bottom of all those alerts. The AI Ops way says that the system understands the topology of your system. It knows that service A depends on B, which depends on C. If C breaks, the alerts on A and B are the consequences, not the causes of the problem. So what AI Ops would do in this case is that it will surface the root cause of the problem. It collapses the alert storm into finding that service C is degraded. A and B alerts are just simply downstreams. Essentially what this does for you is that it saves you 30 minutes of investigation per incident, sometimes even hours. The third one is predictive alerting. Alert before the breach. Well, you can call it magic. The system watches the trends. A disk is filling at the current rate, it will be filled up in 6 hours. A database connection pool is growing faster than you expected it. A memory leak pattern looks like last week, before the out of memory alert kills your pods. The alert fires now, so you check it, not when the disk is full, not when the pool is exhausted, not when production goes down. You fix it in business hours even. You never pitch anyone, you never raise incident alert and all those little bit of paperwork that we do for incidents. And even at that, the fourth framework, the fourth capability is what changes it all, which makes life even better. And this one here, I'm going to tell you, needs trust. The system detects a known pattern. It knows the runbook. It runs the runbook. This is full. Run a cleanup. Memory leak. Replace the pod. Recycle the pod. Certificate expiring. Renew it. Here is what you need to do. You start small. Start with safe actions. Start in non-production. Always start in non-production. Not every action can be automated, and this is a simple fact. But the obvious ones that keeps engineers and gives them headache should be: you stop being the human in the runbook loop for problems that have known fixes. And you might ask me, so yeah, we talked about the frameworks and what we can do, but what are the tools? Because it comes down also to the tools. So what are the AIOps stacks for 2026? And to be honest with you, the market has really consolidated. And here is what is actually shipping right now. There's Dynatrace with Davis AI. Deep topology understanding, great for enterprise stacks. There's Datadog Watchdog, built-in Datadog platform. It works even if you are not watching. Does synthetic tests for you, realizes a drift and fires an alert to you. Azure Monitor with AI Insight, log analytics. It's native for your Azure workloads. Tight integration with App Insights, log analytics that surface anomalies even for you. And there's also Grafana with machine learning plugins. It's open source. Needs more setup, of course, but it's more flexible and you have full control over it. Then there's New Relic with applied intelligence. It has mature anomaly detection, good incident correlation. There's also Splunk ITSI for log-heavy environments. Strong on enterprise compliance, even at that. But for me, the choice really depends on where your telemetry lives. If you're all in Azure, Azure Monitor is the easy win for you. Don't even start looking at external tools. If you're multi-cloud, Datadog or Dynatrace will probably fit better in your scenario. Hey, but don't quote me on that, right? And this brings us to the last part of the video. What AIOps still cannot do in 2026. And to be honest, there are limits. The thing is, it cannot replace human judgment on novel incidents, on incidents that are fresh. It cannot replace the human judgment on that. The human still has to be in the loop of that. If the failure pattern is new, the model has not seen it yet, it will not catch it cleanly or even run the proper runbooks for it. You cannot fully automate a complex remediation step. A cascading multi-region failure, how are you going to do that? That is not a runbook. It needs decision making on the spot, maybe even some tactical fixes. It also cannot eliminate the need for good observability foundations. Observability. Garbage in, garbage out. If your logs are noisy, your metrics will be wrong. AIOps cannot save you there. It also cannot replace good architecture. If your system is brittle, AIOps detects more failures because it's brittle, it's crap. It does not fix your design decisions. And of course, it cannot read your intents. The deployment you did this afternoon was planned, right? The model will just see the metric spike. You still need annotations and context for your AIOps. Now, this is the action for you on how you, in your organization today, can apply and adopt AIOps. Finish. Do not flip the switch on everything, not all at once. Start in observe mode. Let the system run. Let it digest. Let it cook. Let it flag what it thinks matters and compare it to your own judgment. Tune the noise reduction. What is it suppressing? Does that match your gut feel? If it doesn't, retrain it. And add auto remediation for tasks that are safe. Maybe a disk cleanup, measure the impact of that and grow from there. Expand from there. one new automation per quarter. Don't go big bang. You're gonna miss it. And of course, train your team. AIOps changes the on-call experience. Fewer alerts, higher signal. The team needs to trust it. But before I wrap up, finally, okay, there are common mistakes with AIOps. Treating it as the magic box is totally wrong. You need to tune it. It needs your feedback. It's not plug and play. And if you skip the observability work, you're hurting yourself, because there will be no good signals going in and there'll be no good insights coming out of the system. Auto-remediating too aggressively is another failure point for you. The blast radius of a wrong action can trigger the blast radius of a wrong action can trigger a much larger incident. So be very careful with auto-remediation tasks. That's pretty small. And just buying the tools or the platform without having a workflow. The tool is just about 20 to 30% of the value. The runbooks, integrations, the processes are the other 70 to 80%. Measure your AIOps by alerts reduced. No. Alerts reduced does not mean that AIOps is actually working. Measure by mean time to detect and mean time to resolve. Those are the numbers that matter to you. Now let's wrap this up. AIOps does not replace your on-call engineers. Trust me, it doesn't. So if you're a business trying to make decisions to replace your on-call engineers, don't do it. It just makes them faster. It makes us faster. It filters out the noise. It finds the root cause, predicts the failure, fixes the obvious problems. In 2026, it finally works. Get on it. Drop a comment with your current monitoring stack and we'll start the discussion right there in the comment section. But for me right now, Azure Monitor plus Grafana with Datadog is on the radar for me to start implementing right now. I'll drop the links to all the tools I mentioned in the video description and the pinned comments. But of course, if you watch the video up until this time, it means you love it. So why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives on tools that run your modern stack. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.